What's up, guys? My name is Phil. Welcome back to Miranda Detailing. So, you guys have already seen the wash process on this gigantic Ford F-350. So this thing is in for paint enhancement and ceramic coatings. So as you just saw, we did the full pre-wash, the rinsing, the APC rinsing, foam bath, contact wash, and the paint really was not that bad as far as contamination. It was very smooth. I did run the clay mitt over it very quickly. Not putting any pressure or anything like that, just letting it glide over with the nice slick shampoo, and it did a great job. I actually was able to reach all the way to the bottom portions with the clay mitt and not even use a clay bar. It doesn't need it. I didn't even use any tar or iron remover. It doesn't need it. The paint is smooth, and we're just going to polish it and coat it. Now, of course, all the plastic, the wheel faces, all the glass, that is also going to receive a coating. And as far as the coating we're going to use, we're going to try out the White Diamond Graphene Plus. So I'll show you this in a minute, and we'll see how this stuff performs. But let's take a look around. We are just in the process of drying it now, so we're going to towel dry it, blow dry it, and it's kind of late in the day. It was brought to us later in the afternoon, so we'll get to polishing it today and probably finish it tomorrow and then coat it tomorrow. Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope, Guys, if you're enjoying videos like this, and I hope you are, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. So to dry it, we are using these nice plush chipmunk towels. I'll have links to these down below if you like them. They are our favorites. We have a little 16 by 16, and then she has the larger one there, 24 by 16, I think. Love these towels. These are awesome. If you want to wash and dry, you know, your own vehicles, maintain your own vehicles, get good quality dry towels like these. These are awesome.
They are. I've like dragged the whole truck.
Awesome.
It's not wet.
You didn't dry this part. What happened here? What happened here? And up here? Why didn't you do up there? Why didn't you do up there? I think you should try to reach up there. Somebody has short arms. So the truck is dried. We just blew dry it, towel dried it, and there's still some areas that need a little bit more attention. The seams around the windows here, especially up here, hold a lot of water. These hold a lot of water. So even though we blow them out, when we polish and it vibrates the panels, sometimes water seeps out. So we'll just keep an eye on that and blow dry it as needed. We have gloss black wheels. We are going to wipe those down and coat the faces as well. But let's take a look around the vehicle and see the condition of the paint. There are a few things that the owner already spotted. These scratches up here, we're going to try to diminish. We have a little denibbing spot here that was never finished down properly. But the rest of the paint, look, not too bad. Little defects here and there. And this is just for a paint enhancement. So no full paint correction. We're not going to compound every single panel. Just concentrate on those spots and make them, and make them look better. Yeah, we got a few spots here and there, and even down here. Wow, really not too bad. All right, good. So as we go around the vehicle polishing, we'll stop and show you some areas of concern if there's other defects or light scratches or anything like that. I think Jess spotted a few over here on this side already, a couple of scratches and this weirdness here, almost like a weird scuff mark. I don't know what that is. Look at the pattern. Isn't that weird? I don't know what that is. That is weird. It could have been someone trying to denib because it looks like a rotary pattern of some sort. I don't know. It's weird. So we'll attack that. I think there were some, yep, there are some scratches on this door as well. So we'll make those look better. But this is a work truck. It gets driven a lot. So we're not shooting for perfection, but we are going to improve on all these areas. We even have some touch-up paint for a little chip down here. So there's that spot that we're going to touch up. And any other areas that we see. This thing gets thrashed with bugs. There's a spot there. I don't know if that's a chip or a bug, but we'll touch up any of those spots and polish up these areas up here because there are a lot of bug etchings and all sorts of stuff going on up here. So let's get to polishing. We have a couple of different options we're going to choose from. We have the Dr. Beasley's NSP 45. We also have Extreme Solutions Finale. Now this is designed for soft paint, and once you apply this, you don't need to use an IPA wipe down or a panel wipe before you coat it. You don't need to. It's not a necessity. So we can go straight to coatings after we use this. Same with this. This is designed that way. We polish the paint with this and go right to coatings. And if we need to compound anything, of course, my trusty correction compound D300, we'll use that with a microfiber cutting pad to remove any heavy defects. And if we need any other compounds or polishes, well, we have plenty to choose from. Oh, this Finale is the bomb. It is so easy to work with. It's great, great stuff. Now, I just used the orange pad, and I'm not expecting it to get out any of this. This I'm gonna have to compound still. I just wanted to see what it would do with this finish, and that's beautiful. I'm not worried about those little marks right there. I'm not really concerned about them. I'm looking for the overall effect. Gloss and clarity. And that does a great job. So there's some weird, little haziness and other little defects. And then once we get to here, it clears up. It looks beautiful. All right. That's awesome. Now, I'm gonna go a little heavier here and on here. I'm going to get a microfiber pad and use the D300 and see if we can get rid of these marks. All right, that took it completely out. Now we just have to refine, but it did leave a lot of hazing behind. But D300 to the rescue. I just used a little bit of that. The knockout wasn't quite cutting it. I don't know why. But, there's many different variables. If one doesn't work, I've used this on other vehicles and it works great. It was very comparable to D300, but for some reason, it didn't work on this, but this did. Again, as a professional, you need different products because one of your favorite products may work on one vehicle, but it may not work on the other. So switch it up, try different things, and see if it works. That worked incredibly well. You can see it's a little hazy still, but let's finish it down with the other polish that she is working on over there. Wow, that is beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. All right, that is a great combo. D300 cutting compound, correction compound, one of my favorites. Very underrated. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to try it. You may be surprised at what this can do. And Finale from Extreme Solutions. Wait, no, that's Knockout. So confused. No, that's not what I used. I used it over here. It just looks the same. There we go, Finale. Soft paint, finishing polish. It wipes off beautifully. It does a great job. You liking it?
I do.
But?
It's a little greasy.
Oh, right. Yeah, you just need to use multiple towels, but it does wipe off though. It wipes off very clean, very nice, like just after, a couple of towels. But I mean, on soft black paint, that's okay. Use as many towels as you need. That looks phenomenal. So we have little tiny scratches right there. I think that's the remainder of what was left there. But I'm not worried about that. That's acceptable. That's perfect. I'm going to move on and do this entire hood and move on this side. So we just finished polishing. Now I just finished doing the top and this side here, the top of the windows and the pillar, and it is looking, oh, fantastic, beautiful. Now I used the NSP 45 with the orange pad for the entire top and this area here. Now for the most part, the entire vehicle was polished with the finale, the LVR 496 finale. Amazing stuff. Now I wouldn't necessarily say this is really soft paint, but it responds very, very well with the orange pad and the finale, and it actually does respond very well to the NSP 45. It was wiping off like a dream. So very, very nice. So we have it here along the top here, and I just did the pillar. Now, in other videos, I was showing how this will leave a weird residue and it'll start to kind of come back, this like weird hazy residue. I'm going to leave it on here and see if it does that or not. I didn't have a problem last time I polished a Kia Optima and I had black pillars like this, and we used the NSP45 over the entire vehicle. And it did do that weird ghosting or that residue returning, and you'd have to wipe it away and then coat right over it. And I know it's kind of scary to do that without an IPA. Just wipe it and then coat right over it, and it goes away. It was fine. So that weird residue haziness did not come back. So I don't see it coming back on this. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes, but look how crystal clear it looks. Oh, it looks so good. Love it. And this paint responded extremely well. You saw there was a scratch here, barely visible. You can see a tiny little line there and it disappears. So that's good. That's gone. The weirdness over here, that's gone. It looks nice and crystal clear. Let's see if we can focus in on the paint. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful pearl black paint. I like that. Either black pearl or white pearl are my favorites. I can't get it to focus on it. So I'm not worried about tiny little imperfections in the paint. If there are some little leftover light scratches or little light swirls, I'm not worried about that. I'm looking for overall clarity in the paint. And it looks awesome. It looks really good. So I'm happy with that. So polishing is done. We're done for the day. Yep. Now we're going to let this sit overnight, and tomorrow we're going to get straight to coating the plastics, the wheels, and coating the paint will be the last thing we do. And I will also have to polish this windshield, because even though I tried my best to get all the bug guts off the windshield, there are still some bug gut residue on here. So here's what we're going to use to polish the windshield. We have some Ceraglass, and I have a glass polishing pad. It's like this rough material, almost like a scouring pad. And that will go on the polisher with some Ceraglass, and that will really clean up bug etchings and prepare the glass. The glass, after you use this, will feel almost grabby and sticky, which just means that it's completely clean. And now, when you put a glass coating, like say either the Boss Vision or the Dr. Beasley's Glass Serum, either of those will work. It will bond to the windshield better and hopefully last maybe twice as long. Well, that's debatable. That all depends on how much wiper usage and so on. But the front here is looking amazing. Just used the little polisher, a little 1-inch SPTA polisher. Got all of these little bits polished out, and all the bug guts are gone. The little scratches or whatever were here, that's all gone. And paint is now looking beautiful. Awesome. That's what we want to see. So guys, I want to take a minute and talk to you guys about detail training, detailing education. Now, we offer our own detailing workshop training right here in the shop. It's one-on-one training. You can pay for a day or multiple days, up to even 5 days if you so choose. But you're going to get one-on-one specialized training on what you want to learn. Now, my specialty here is going to be polishing. I can do interior training as well, but most of the students who have come in already want to learn about polishing. So we can do paint and clear coat 101, and then get your hands on the polisher, get you some experience and get you comfortable with polishers, because that's really going to be the most important thing. Getting comfortable holding a polisher and using it, balancing it, and making sure that it's being used properly. From then on, it's up to you to build up that experience and get better and better. But this type of training really kickstarts your paint correction and polishing techniques. It really helps you get a good base knowledge of paint and clear coat and how to handle a polisher. And we also give you training when it comes to compounds, polishes, what to use, why to use it, and how far to go. Now, you can also choose to check out Detail Wise from Chicago Auto Pro. So if you don't want to travel all the way down here, then check out Detail Wise, because the Chicago Auto Pros puts together that training as well. So you can do more of a classroom setting, and they can do also business classes. Now, I don't consider myself a business type person, so I may not be the best for that. I can give you some tips on how to run a detailing business the way that we do it. But we're a small business, it's just my wife and I, we don't have employees, so it may be a little bit different. If you are wanting to really go big and have employees, then check out Detail Wise. You can actually sign up for training also, either one-on-one or get online training. There's a lot of exclusive content that you can pay for through Chicago Auto Pros and their Detail Wise clinic. So check out the links down below. Either way, getting some training really does help. I wish I had training in the beginning. Well, in the beginning for me, it was kind of hard to afford training, but it is an investment, and I would suggest getting at least a couple of days of training, again, to get you kick-started in this business. So again, if you're interested in that, check out the links down below. So, time for dinner. We're gonna let this thing sit overnight, and then we're gonna get to coating it tomorrow. Just saw me polish and coat the windshield. The rest of the glass will use another type of spray glass coating, or pretty much any type of coating like this can go on the glass, on the side glass, not the windshield, and it will be fine. It doesn't have abrasion like the windshield does. So whatever you put on the side glass here will last a long time. So we're going over all of the plastic first. She's using a panel wipe, all the textured plastic we're going to coat first, and then we'll coat the paint, and then the last thing will be the wheels and the tires. But this thing is shaping up. It is looking really, really nice. The paint is looking beautiful, and we are not needing to do an IPA wipe down at all. The Finale polish from Extreme Solutions does not need it. If you feel like you need to wipe it down, you go right ahead. But I'm testing this on one of our vehicles, using just that polish with no IPA or panel wipe, and it's performing exceptionally well. Very happy with it. We'll continue with all the panel wiping. Oh yeah, and down here, I don't know why they painted this. This really should be chrome, but I guess to match all of the black accents, they stayed with painted down here. So we're not going to go crazy polishing in between there, because this is going to get trashed. So we're going to hand polish it as best we can, and then coat it. And we will not coat these plastic things. We're just going to clean them. We might coat the ends here, the end caps of them, but that's it. We do not coat these because it will be slippery. Now for the plastics, we're going to use a new coating from Vonix, well, new to us. This is their V plastic. It is a textured plastic coating, ceramic coating. Really love the packaging that they have. Awesome stuff. It does come with a little applicator here. Oh, these two little applicators. That's kind of cool. Yeah, we might actually use these. These look nice. They're just little foam applicators. You can chuck them after they're done. I like to use little applicators like that for plastics. Now this says here it protects up to 3 years. That's pretty awesome. So as long as it's well maintained, you know, if we're going to maintain this, I'm not sure if we are or not. We did talk to the customer about it. He may opt to maintain it himself. You can choose something like these to maintain it after it is washed. You don't use this as a rinsing or as a drying aid. However, it's better to have a drying aid, I feel, just because it quickens up the job. But you can use this on top, you know, as a topper. And it goes on glass, paint, plastic, everything. And you can also use this. This also has some carnauba in it and SiO2. So you could use those, or you could use other toppers like Extreme Solutions topper. This is designed for ceramic coating, so you can put this on top. You can use AMP from the last coat. You could use the last coat. So these are good options if you want to maintain your vehicle. And those are just a few. There's many others that you can choose from. So we started with the plastic, using the V plastic from Vonix and the little foam applicator. Check it out, guys. Nice. So why do you like that little applicator?
Because you can get into the edge nice and precise.
Cool.
And it does spread it pretty nicely.
The coating, how is the coating itself?
Great, so far.
Nice.
Really easy to use.
Comparable to CarPro Deluxe and G-Technic C4?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, look at it enriches the plastic and the rubber. Nice. We'll see how it reacts with the paint, if it just wipes off paint and glass easy, but I'm sure it will. Most of these coatings do.
Yeah, it wipes right off the glass.
Oh, good.
No problem.
Wipes off the glass and the paint easily. Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome.
The coating we're using on the job is a graphene coating from a company out of Belgium called White Diamond. The packaging is sleek and professional. The graphene coating applies like any other. We use our microfiber applicators and apply section by section. We only wait about 30 seconds or so before the coating starts to flash or evaporate, leaving behind this rainbow or oil slick effect that tells you when it's ready to level and remove the residue. The wipe off is just as easy as application. Check out the results for yourself at the end of the video when we get some shots outside. We easily flew around the vehicle with this coating. remember to have plenty of lights to check your work. Using LED spotlights and flat lighting is important so as not to miss any spots. Keep your eyes on the areas around the door handles and angled panels where any lingering residue may create high spots. The wheel faces were also panel wiped and coated. We are almost done with the truck. We just have to dress the tires. I'm going to polish up the stainless steel exhaust pipes here and coat them. I'm going to show you a coating that you can put on bare metal. And we're just finishing up the glass. The last thing we're going to do is door jambs. I know we actually should have done that before we even did anything, but I forgot and just got right to polishing and forgot to do that. So we'll do the door jambs. So there's nothing on the interior. We're only going to do a courtesy vacuum for the front sections, and the mats need a little bit of, just cleaning. I'll probably just bring them outside, power wash them, let them dry, bring them back in. That's it, because the driver mat is pretty muddy. But I'm just going to do a quick courtesy vacuum and wipe down, but that's it. I have something else to show you guys that we're going to start adding to the interiors for the final job, for the final service. So guys, the truck is done. It is looking beautiful. We just finished a little bit of the inside details, glass, touch-ups just to make sure to inspect all around the vehicle, make sure it's looking good, tires and wheels looking great, and it is done. So it's going to sit in here overnight. Customer will pick it up tomorrow around 3 or 4-ish. That should give it 24 hours to dry and cure, and everything should be good to go. So everything is looking beautiful. Paint is looking glossy and crisp. It's looking awesome. Interior glass we also hit, even though we didn't do any type of real detailing in the inside. We made sure to do the glass, at least inside and out, windshield, everything. The windshield is coated as well. And let me show you what we just got. And it's nice to have this. It's not a necessity, but it is a nice touch. So I'm going to add this now to our full details and full paint corrections. These, and I know it's nothing big, these little floor mats you can buy, and also the little plastic wrap around the steering wheel. These are cheap. These are just added little things that when the customer steps into their vehicle, they'll see that. They have the little mat there. If you've shampooed or cleaned anything, it'll protect the floor mats. It's just something that I like to add. I know a lot of other detailers do this, and it is kind of a nice touch. I got a big pack of it. I'll put links down below if you're interested in those little steering wheel wraps. They're just cheap little plastic wraps. And this type of, paper, you can get custom ones with your company logo and all that, but they're too expensive. And I'm not going to pay upwards of $300 just for paper mats. It's not a big deal. I just buy these generic ones, and they're like an environmentally friendly one. They're like the brown paper. So again, just a nice touch when the customer steps into their vehicle. It's clean and it's looking beautiful. So, very, very happy with the results. Wheels really cleaned up nicely. They're all coated. We just used the Enzo tire dressing, the Orbit, on all of the tires. And you saw that I used the graphene spray coating from Extreme Solutions on the plastic on the wheel wells here. So it just makes them look nice and dark and rich, and hopefully we'll add some protection, make those easier to clean later on. As well as all the mud flaps. Those were treated with the V plastic coating that we used on all the textured plastics from Vonix. So guys, hopefully if tomorrow is sunny, before the customer picks it up, I'll pull the truck out and hopefully get some sun shots. And I really want to see this thing out in the full sun. It is going to look gorgeous. So if you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you have, consider subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss stuff. Like it, share it with others, and don't forget all the information down in the description. If you're interested in any of the products that we've used, then you can check out the links for yourself and grab some for your own business or just your own personal use. So I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.